Mr. Wonderful, Kevin O'Leary from Shark Tank was on CNN and triggered the whole panel when talking about Doge. Watch this.
I think the issue is they're not whacking enough. There's this concept in private equity when you get a bankrupt company and you go in there, you cut 20% more than your initial read. And then you find like a pool of mercury, the organization gels back together again. Always cut deeper, harder when there's fat and waste. The FAA, it's not the people. The code is cobalt. It's from the 60s. It needs CapEx put into it for the technology to be upgraded to make it safer. Fat like a chicken. All of these agencies are like big fat chickens dripping over barbecues of fat. This is the best barbecue I've ever seen, but I don't think it's happening fast enough. They're not cutting enough. Keep slashing, keep hacking while you have a 24-month mandate before the midterms. Cut, more cutting. Believe me, it's going to work out just great. Everybody should be happy about this.
Even people with the nuclear codes, cut them too?
Cut everything. Because if you don't see what they're doing and they can't show you that they're adding value, you whack.
I love it. I love it. They try to bait him with something they know isn't real, like, you know, the people with the nuclear codes are going to be fired or something like that. And he just says, yeah, we'll cut that too. Because this is the problem for Democrats right now. You say cut the government down and they go, oh, but not my friend in the State Department, right? Like, we're not going to cut them. Or, no, not my friend who works in USAID. We don't want that. And all of this is just making them look more and more corrupt. We're looking at it and we're like, dude, you realize that you're giving away that you're corrupt every time you're scared about government cuts. We can all see how scared they are of small government. It's very suspicious. Everybody sees it. That's why Doge has incredibly high approval rating right now. I think that Kevin O'Leary is saying something here that all business owners understand, and I honestly think most Americans understand this kind of just intuitively. You have to break some eggs sometimes in order to make an omelet. And since Elon Musk is the head of Doge, I feel like his takeover of Twitter and the way he does business is kind of the perfect example of this. He walked in for Twitter and overnight he cut off all the fat. 80% of Twitter laid off. We know the story. And the app, if you kind of remember, if you go back, I actually didn't get on Twitter. I was never on it before Elon Musk bought it. He bought it. I got it on immediately. Again, this was like right before he made the changes. And then he makes the changes. And if you remember, the app struggled for maybe 3 weeks to the point where I was like, this app isn't great. Like there were some problems and we all were like, well, you know, he just laid off 80% of his employees. We'll see how it goes. But again, it lasted about 3 weeks. And then after that, it became better than it ever was. And I think the same is true for the government. If we axed 80% of the employees in the government, we'd see like a month-long span of struggles. But I think the bloated size of our government just creates awful hiccups in the first place. So it's like, would we even really notice? Like, honestly, would it maybe get a tad worse? I'm not saying for sure it wouldn't. Like, I don't really know for sure, but I'm pretty sure it wouldn't because it already sucks. I don't know how it can get much worse than it is. And again, that's why I think myself included, but I think most Americans support Doge, is we look at the government and we think it already sucks. Like, let's just try something new. Can it really get worse than it already is? Most Americans don't think it can. And so they're like, let's take the risk. Let's try something new. But I also agree with Kevin O'Leary that I want Elon Musk to find a way to do it like 10 times faster than he currently is doing it, because Doge will expire in 2026. And I don't really want it to have to exist after 2026. I want them to go full steam ahead and get it done in the next 2 years. Do you or your partner struggle with snoring or mild sleep apnea? Guys, it is time to take your sleep back with the partner of this show, Snore Medic. As a non-invasive night guard, Snore Medic Plus is designed to relieve snoring and mild sleep apnea, and it's an affordable solution that can restore peaceful nights for both you and your partner. If you're the snorer, you know how frustrating it is to wake up exhausted, and if you're the partner, you're probably sick of nudging them every night. And for those dealing with mild sleep apnea, CPAP machines can be bulky, expensive, and uncomfortable. The Snore Medic Plus is the perfect alternative. It's quieter, more comfortable, and way more convenient. With Snore Medic, you'll reclaim restful sleep. You're going to wake up energized and strengthen your relationship. There's no more nagging, no more separate bedrooms, just peaceful, uninterrupted nights. Plus, it is incredibly affordable. There's no costly sleep clinics or CPAP machines required. And best of all, this is my favorite, SnoreMedic comes with a 60-night risk-free trial. If you don't love it, you get a full refund, no questions asked. Plus, for listeners of this show, you'll get an extra 10% off, 4 free gifts, and free shipping. Join over 20,000 customers worldwide who trust SnoreMedic for better sleep. You can order it right now at trysnoremedic.com/Josh Carr to get that discount. Again, that is trysnoremedic.com/Josh Carr, or you guys can simply go to the link in the description below. Thank you so much for watching, guys. If you haven't already, go down below, like the video, subscribe to my channel, and watch another video.